Hello, good morning. It is Sunday the 3rd of June 2018 in the United Kingdom. We're here in Cheshire, which is in the north of England, for the largest car show in the UK outside of London. This is the Star Show of the North. We haven't yet reached the show because the car park is full of such amazingly wondrous things. Like this XK Jaguar we're looking at, which is London registered, looks about 1953 or thereabouts, absolutely immaculate. This green isn't quite British racing green, it's slightly darker, it's like more olive in appearance. It's absolutely gorgeous, and a fitting start to the day in the 70th anniversary year of the Jaguar XK. Big event in the UK, biggest gathering ever next week in Worcestershire. So it's a glorious summer's day. There's going to be a big Jaguar section inside the show, as well as 90 other different make clubs, some of which I'm sure you wouldn't have heard of, because some I don't think I've heard of either. But the Jaguars should be brilliant. Normally we have a very good American stuff here, Rolls Royces and so on. This is just the car park, and we've seen amazing things. Watch this space.
Can you go that much more forward for me?
Car park. We haven't yet managed to get to the show because there are such wonderful things in the car park, including this gorgeous British Racing Green. Don't run over either. British Racing Green E-type Jaguar hard top. It's London registered from that registration. The year is 1973 or 1974, judging by the year letter suffix M. It's beautiful. I wish I had the money to buy it, and this is just the beginning of the wonders we shall see today. Keep watching this space. So here we are, Tatton Park, first XJS of the day. Not British Racing Green, but some derivation in metallic thereof. The vehicle dates from around 1983, and its registration in the UK at that time indicates it was registered in Preston and or Lancashire. That's not part of the world. It's on sale here at the show at £3,500 UK. It's extensively been restored, they tell us, and all the documentation is here. Beautiful wheels, sprayed gold. Yeah, very tempting.
Very nice, £3.5 grand. Could afford that, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Gold wheels on it.
Except on a day like today, not so good because it's hard top.
You need a soft.
But as I say, a drop head convertible, you don't get that much use out of it in the UK. We're not California, but it's great, and I wouldn't say no to it.
Okay.
So here we are at the Tatton Show still. We've got a beautiful Mark II here. It's in green, not quite British Racing Green, metallic and very nice. It has a backstory, and I shall read it to you. My name is Felix, and I'm a Jaguar 3.8 Mark II. I was assembled in South Africa in 1963. I am fitted with a 3-8 straight 6 engine and a 4-speed gearbox with overdrive, giving me 220 brake horsepower, a top speed of 125 miles an hour. I was restored in 1999 and brought back to the UK in 2006. My brakes have been upgraded, my power steering fitted. My model was popular with the police and the bank robbers because of its speed. My present name is Mike Joseph, who was only for a number of years. The registration is being allocated as a replacement registration, which relates to Oldham in Greater Manchester in 1964. This is a nice car. And I wouldn't mind it. So, still at Tatton. For those of you that enjoyed Inspector Morse on television. Of course, he had a Mark II Jag just like this, although his was in maroon, and this one is extremely dark. Wow, I don't know. I think it's very, very dark purple.
Yeah, purple.
It's got a UK registration, which is what's called a replacement registration. So the original registration has either become defunct because it's been off for over a long time, or it's been sold on by the owner. Either way, it's immaculate, it's beautiful, and yes, I see myself as Morse.
Okay.
So we have a Mark II here in silver, about 1968 registration, London. It's another Mark II. You may have noticed from the back. You can see it's an S-type. Just goes to show what I know. There's a famous story to tell about S-types, Jaguars from this era. The famous Cray twins in London, the notorious London gangsters who were murdering people left, right, and centre. The Reggie Cray, the most psychotic of the two brothers, used to regularly say that he loved driving his S-type Jaguar because you could fit a body in the boot. I hope he was joking. This one's London registered, beautiful. Certainly an English gentleman's car. And next to it we have a nice Rolls Royce, a Silver Shadow in brown.
But he's got it in the colour of the mini, so I don't know the colour.
Okay.
Okay, so hello Howard. Hello. So we're still at Tatton Park, and you own a beautiful metallic light blue Mark II Jaguar PY 279. Tell me a little bit about the car, please.
Right, I've had it 18 years now. I bought it as a bit of a retirement present to myself, and it was mainly my wife that sort of got me into it. She approved it, and here we are.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
It is. It was originally manufactured on the 24th of December 1965, Christmas Eve, and sold 16th of January 66 to Henley's on Deansgate in Manchester, and then eventually went to a place in Conway, and it's ended up, that's not the original number, but it ended up at in Anglesey. That's an Anglesey registration.
Oh, very nice.
As well. So all matching numbers, engine, gearbox, back axle. And when I first saw it, it was in the body shop being restored. Just basically a shell. There was no glass, no chrome. All the interior was out, and all the body work had been restored. So the guy that owned it was running out of money, couldn't afford to finish it off. I had it finished off, and here we are 18 years later.
Indeed. Just like Inspector Morse's, but a different colour.
Yes, very much so, but in better condition than Inspector Morse. Yes. So 3.4.
This is a proper 1960s managing director's car.
Yeah.
For proper 1960s managing directors.
Yeah. And interior-wise, it's got the tiger stripe woodwork, which I believe is something that you specially ask for. Normally, it's all bare walnut. But,
Can we have a wander around and have a look?
Yeah. If you
Not much room.
opalescent silver blue colour.
Yeah, go on.
Want to
Yes,
have a
please.
look inside? It's what they called tiger stripe woodwork, which I understand is a sort of special edition one. So
Of course, at one point they used to talk of the Jaguar as the fastest walnut dashboard in the world.
well, probably so. All the bank robbers used to use them,
Indeed,
and then eventually police caught them.
for other fans of old British television, if you catch a show called The Sweeney, you
Yes.
see what this gentleman means with all the bank robbers making their escape in their Mark II Jags,
That's correct.
and The Sweeney, which is London slang for flying squad, chasing them in their Ford Granadas, more in expectation than hope,
Yes.
until they used to roll over, and thus they caught them and got their man.
That's right. I've put the Coombe spats on,
Those wheels are fantastic.
so I don't need, in the event of having to change a wheel, I don't need to take the spats off. And in my opinion, it looks a bit more sporty as well. So.
Very nice.
I've had the engine and gearbox out. It's had a crank regrind, big ends, main bearings. So while I had the engine out, it's had a new clutch, all new core plugs, new engine mountings, all new rubbers. Uprated the front brakes to 420, which are a 3-pot system. And it's had discs, new discs all the way around, new pots all the way around. And
It's absolutely immaculate, isn't it?
there's no power steering, so, but you get used to it. You've been driving as long as I've been driving.
It's
I was
okay.
brought up to.
Once you move in, it's not so
My
bad.
late
is it?
father didn't even pass a UK driving test. He learned on the family farm in Hayward, Lancashire, on a van when he was 16 in 1924. So
Right.
that was before he needed to pass a driving
That's
test.
right. Yeah, exactly. I think my father was the same as well.
There's lots of dials and switches on there, isn't there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it manual?
Sorry.
It's manual,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
manual. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
There's 3.4.
4 gears and manual overdrive.
Yeah. Very nice. Smells of leather and
Yes.
walnut. You won't get that on the video, but it does. The smell is
it's true, too.
beautiful.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not going to that one. It coincides with other things as well.
That's a problem about life. It gets in the way of cars.
Yeah. I do the most of the local shows. Go to Bodelwyddan in Wales.
We did Bodelwyddan,
Yes.
didn't
For the XJS anniversary.
Yeah.
120 XJS, is that
But
right?
I'm going to Bewley the beginning of July.
We had been toying with that idea ourselves.
Yes.
Yes.
For a simply Jaguar. Simply Jaguar?
I think it is something like that. Yeah. And but I'm not going in that. I'm going in my other. I've got a XE Jaguar, so
A modern one. Yeah.
yeah. 2 litre diesel, which is very nice. But I think we're going for a weekend. We're going on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we might come up to the up through the Cotswolds. But I just don't want to leave this just anywhere because somebody might wander off with it.
Well, there are stories of horrendous thefts.
Yes.
We know, well, you may or may not have heard what happened to the original Goldfinger Bond car, did you?
No.
Stolen in spectacular circumstances
Really?
from Boca Raton Airport in Florida. Middle of the night job. It was secure, a secure warehouse on site.
Right.
Small cargo plane without lights or flight clearance. Landed 3 o'clock in the morning. Taxied to where it was. Guys went in with high-tech equipment and bolt cutters. It was chained to the floor. Removed the chains, dragged it away. Headed off into the night, and they're still looking for it. That was 20 years ago.
Wow.
The owner, a Florida property magnate, originally was suspected of doing it for the insurance.
Oh, really?
But it's never been recovered.
Right.
So some dishonest person somewhere in this world, in some dark basement, has got the original Aston Martin DB5.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So you've got to be very careful.
Yes, very much so.
Well, the closest thing I ever came really, I had a Mark II Capri. A 61? Blood red, bought from a butcher. I was obsessed with the colour. It smelled like meat. Oh, did it? Well, there was stains of meat when it was damaged. It was damaged in the hatch.
Get it?
Thank you very much for taking us around your beautiful Mark II today. Sure, our viewers from all over the world will be delighted to see a real enthusiast looking after a very fine Mark II here in the UK, the home country of Kent.
Thank you. Right, thank you. Shake hands.
Alan? Alan? No, he's shaking hands.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you.
Are you there, G? Okay.
And I saw that, and I was like, where are you at? Because we were at Cape Store, and I thought, if you're there, but we hadn't seen the cars. And then when she messaged back, we'd got... It goes with it, and you've got the image coming through. Yes, it could be a bit.
Go, go, go. Thank you. Go, go, quick, quick, go. Can't get anywhere. People have gone up. No, you can't.
You want one of the engine?
What cc is it?
3.8.
3.8.
3.8, yeah. 220 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds, which was a lot.
Yeah.
In the year 1966 when it was built. It was capable of 122 miles an hour.
Fantastic. It's an S-type,
It's
isn't
an
it?
S-type, yeah. And you can drive it in modern traffic because you've got disc brakes all round,
Yeah.
and power steering and power brakes. So
Have you upgraded it?
no,
Just
this
standard?
is as it came out of the factory. Yeah. Built on the 9th of January 1966. Got all the MOT certificates with it, and yeah, it's okay. The only thing that's not working on it at the moment is the overdrive. I'm just waiting for a new switch.
Right. Now, how long have you had it?
I bought it in 2007, so that's 11 years, isn't it? It had done 61,000 then. It's now done 69,000.
Right.
So it's a
You've
car.
enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. Yes. Yeah.
And you go to many shows?
Yes. Yeah. But I've shared the shows between. I've got that, and I've got a 1995 Jaguar 4-litre Sovereign, XJ Sovereign.
Oh, lovely.
So I interchange the shows with the two cars.
You got a big garage?
Yes. Yeah. I've got a double garage.
Yeah, very good.
And my everyday car is a Jaguar as well.
Right.
So, and that has to sit on the drive.
Yeah. These were famous for being bank robbers' cars.
They were
weren't
indeed. I have been on one show that I was at where we actually drove through a village. Someone shouted from the crowd, "He's a bandit!"
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Quay twins, one of them had one, and
Yes.
he said he
yes.
liked the boot because it was
Yes.
he could put a body in it.
You could indeed. Yes.
Was that-
plenty of loot in the boot. Yes.
Was that true?
Yeah.
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 I like
But it handles very well. It's you know, I can't fault it in the way it handles.
No. It's a lovely example.
3.8. 3.8. Yes.
3.8.
My favourite Jaguar. For some reason, the Mark 1S type has always been my favourite Jaguar.
Fantastic.
When I was a boy, it came out.
Yes. You want to? Yes. Yeah.
I've always thought that the rear wheel was a better result than the Mark
Yes,
II.
it was. Yes, it was. It is a better drive than the Mark II, but the Mark II,
Independent rear suspension.
the Mark II, being a more iconic car, that is worth half the price of the Mark II.
Yes, I know.
But it's a better car.
But I've always thought the design was spot on.
Yes, yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be more sophisticated than Mark II.
Independent suspension.
Yes.
They were probably more expensive at the time, weren't they?
Yes, yeah. I've got the original bill for this. It was £1,985.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. And I had one of the shows I was at, a lady asked me, she said, could I sit inside? So I said yes. So I opened the door for her to sit behind the wheel, and she said, no, can I sit on the passenger side? And I said yes. And she burst into tears.
Oh,
and I said, sorry, have you hurt yourself getting in? No, she said. But when I was 21, my dad bought one in this colour. She said, and I went with him to pick it up. And she said, I lost him 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
so
dear.
she said it brings back all the memories of us going to the garage and sitting in the car.
Fantastic. Is it a gold?
It's
Topaz?
Opalescent Golden Sand is its full name.
Is that the original colour?
Yes, yeah. It has been painted a few years ago.
Resprayed.
It's been resprayed, yes, yeah.
Yeah. And are the those wire wheels are lovely. Are they?
Yes, they came with the car.
Aftermarket?
No, they were on the car when it came out of the factory, according to the build sheet.
Right. Can we have a look inside?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, I can smell the leather and the wood trim. It's a shame we haven't got smelly vision.
Yes, yeah.
It smells gorgeous.
From the door closed.
Okay, yes, are these your grandchildren?
These are my grandchildren. This is
Hello.
Carla,
Hiya.
who'll be 21 this year.
Yeah.
And this is my grandson Christian,
Hi.
who'll be 20 this year.
And your granddad's got a really cool car, hasn't he?
Yeah, I love it. It's pretty
Absolutely cool.
good. Yeah, I love it. It's pretty nice. Yeah. It's good.
What's that accent? Where are you from?
Well, I was born in the Middle East and I was raised there.
Oh, right,
So that's
okay.
how I got the accent. So it's a combination of a lot.
You're not just visiting.
No.
No.
A lot of people mistake Carla for being an American, but she's not. She's British, but has grown up in Bahrain.
People watch this in America, the YouTube channel.
Oh, yes.
There'll be lots of people wanting to see this S-Type.
Okay,
So it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell the audience?
No, really, no.
Just have a good day.
Yes.
Have a good day.
Yeah,
have a
enjoy
good
the rest
day.
of the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the car is not for sale.
It's not for sale, no.
No.
Well,
Hopefully it will go to these two later on.
I'll be first in the queue if it was.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to inherit it.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too soon.
No.
Very good. Well, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you, Peter.
All right, cheers. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wandering around.
This is the boot that they could get dead bodies in.
This is the one. Yes.
This
I don't
is
think
it.
There's any in at the moment.
Have you got any dead bodies in there?
Not when we left home.
Let's see. There might be some booty and bank robbers. Loved it. Do you know why the bank robbers used to like this car?
Why?
Eh?
Why is that?
Because it had a really big boot with all the stuff they used to nick from the bank,
Oh, they can just hide stuff there.
and they could put loads in this.
Just
And
ignore that.
the Cratrons, they were proper gangsters.
Yes.
One of them had one of these, and he said I particularly liked it because he could get a dead body in.
You can just hide. Yeah. Could fit a dead body in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good job there's nobody in there now.
Go for that.
It is. Yes.
Fantastic. I presume that's the year, is it? December 66?
Yeah, January 1966 it was built.
What do you use on your leather? Oh, we did.
Nutrients out as well.
I'm getting a new one and I wanted to start using something to dip the leather seats.
Well, anything that's a good leather cleaner that's got a lanolin type stuff in it, which keeps it fed.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, keeps it fed.
Just keep it fed. Yeah, if you're cleaning it, then it depends what. With an old car, you need something to get the muck out of it sometimes. Yeah. Anything with a good feed in it.
What do you use?
Me, I use Autoglym products usually, Autoglym leather feed. Well, I use Caravan Cleaner, which sounds a bit loopy, to get the muck out. It gets really ingrained in this. You only do it perhaps once a year. It draws all the nutrients out. You've got to feed it all back again then if you do that.
Well, mine's beige inside.
Right. Good colour.
Yeah.
You've got to keep on top of that.
So what's that you using then?
It's show shine. Yeah, so it's like a multi-purpose. I just get this bird dirt off here.
Cool. Yeah, great.
It's useful to find out what people
Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got some.
Let's see, Russian.
Let's get the bird dirt.
What's that? It's not, it's fine.
I said something for jokes, so they should have brought mine and I come in and put these. Well, the thing is, we're a giant enthusiast. It's within reason at any age we've had. What we try and do is get a bit of a mixture. If this was just full of XS or XTs, people would be too happy. But we've got like a 1956 XK120 down there, right the way through till, I'm not sure where it is, there's a brand new 2017 XF somewhere. Yes, there is. Not sure where he's put it, but it's his sort of something. So, and E-types, it's scattered, we run out of space. So we put 4 over there, a few over there. So we're on the wrong pitch.
They could be down the other side there. Yeah, all in the line there. One more. One too much. Oh, one's got a big faulty, yeah. Just getting kicked out to do it.
existing one, wasn't it? It was
Right, the one here.
wasn't it?
What can be? There cannot be a lesson. And it's from the TV series, you know, proper thing. Great big old camera.
Old cat that Bob used to have.
Get out of everybody's way.
Oh, are you? Oh, we're going now, so we're getting here.